Howdy folks, Grotto Goblin here of the Goblin's Grotto, and I'm not going to waste any more time today. Reaper Miniatures Dungeon Dwellers role-playing game Kickstarter is coming to an end today. For me, it is 7 hours left to go, but it'll probably be less by the time that you're seeing this. Saturday, November 18th, 2023, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. That is a U.S. time. If you're not in the U.S., you should convert it to whatever time you're in. It should auto-convert when you come to this page. Now, remember, Kickstarter is not a store. Please pledge responsibly and don't go beyond your means. There is going to be a pledge manager stage where you're going to be able to add and manipulate the pricing of things. So feel free to pledge within your means now and adjust later when you have a little bit more. So, with all that being said, there have been some big updates, one of which is this really cool add-on to Landshark. I did actually record this before, and then it did not save any of the audio. That was fun. But what I was saying in there is that this reminds me of one of Reaper's other models, the Burrowing Horror. I have painted up one of those. I might show that one of these days on this channel. But I also said that this kind of reminds me of the Tarrasque from the Dungeons and Lasers folks over at Archon Studios. They have kind of a similar sort of raised design going down the back, and I was thinking, maybe this is a baby Tarrasque. Either way, really cool. This has been added into the campaign as a $10 add-on. It will not be included as part of any collector's box or miniatures only pledges. You do have to pay an extra $10 for this. Now, I was trying to find a proper glimpse of the scale. It seems this is still very work in progress. I would expect this to be a large size creature. Not huge, but who knows? They have no size currently listed for it, so I'm expecting large. So, they have added a lot of other stuff. Let's go ahead and look at that really quick. Just search some of my thoughts on it, but remember, I definitely want to come pledge today if you can, and do so as soon as possible. In terms of the RPG itself, there have definitely been some new additions, new PDFs. There's a whole nother print book that's been added in, but for me, I'm really focusing on the miniatures. Full disclosure, for right now, I am currently pledged at the miniatures only pledge. This is not because I dislike the RPG, I've just never played it, and I don't have a group that would be up for playing that right now. So for me, currently, that wouldn't, I don't currently need all that stuff, but I might consider it because it is nice to have physical copies of books and try new games. Anyway, so they have added this Minotaur. This is from the Bones 5 campaign, Greek Odyssey. I'm looking at the base. It does look slightly more surfboardy in this, which is not the base from the Bones 5 Pizza Dungeon campaign. Maybe this is going for a little more setting agnostic one. I will have to see them in person to really compare, especially because this is probably not a final print. But a large Minotaur is being added to your collector's box and miniatures only pledge. There's no price thing on this, so presumably this is just being added for free. And why not, since they already have the sculpts. Alright, the Landshark add-on. These fire beetles, we are actually past this goal. So it's still in the red, but it'll be added in. And I would expect that there'll probably be some other new minis thrown into the campaign by the time this gets uploaded, because things are moving fast. But yeah, things are being added in. We've got this new little harpy on this very kind of ornate tree stump base holding this little club. If this were any less blurred, I would probably have to censor some things about this harpy, but a pretty crazy looking dynamic creature there. I've talked in the past about really ornate bases on minis and, how they affect gameplay. I think this one's really teetering on the edge of being a bit much, but also not being too, in the way. I think this is fine. So, we are approaching this 180 goal. I think we will definitely at least hit the 195 in that final day push that happens in the last few hours. I'm expecting maybe we'll get to about here, depending on what the price difference is. These are pretty big jumps between some of these prices, so hard to say, and it really depends because PDF unlocks even though it's not, sculpting miniatures, it does take a lot of time to make, any kind of written material for print. But all things considered, it is easier to make a PDF than it is to get a miniature made. So I imagine maybe there's one or two more PDFs. This is a PDF right here, this adventure. But in terms of miniatures, who can say? These little monster tokens don't necessarily imply miniatures or anything else, but they're just there. Continuing on, you've got all sorts of little options. A collector's box, which is going to come with everything you need for the RPG and all the miniatures, except for the add-on miniatures, and all lower sort of delineations of that, and of course the miniatures only pledge, which is what I'm currently at right now. That gets you just the base number of all these things. Some stuff I've noticed in my scanning of this page. This Goblin model here with the axe is currently only available in this pledge and in the other pledges where you get all of the minis. One of these skeletons also has the same situation. And what I'm comparing this to is down here, past all this other goodies, in the extras set. If this graphic is to be believed, then Axe Goblin is not here. Don't know why. I guess we'll just have to interpret him as a general if you pick up all this. Yeah, not really sure what that's about. And then one of these skeletons is not here as well. Let's see which one. I think it's this one, right? There's two different swords. One, there's the axe guy, and then there's that sort of spearman. I'm not seeing the spearman. So yeah, for whatever reason, the spearman's not included down here. So I guess that's a bit of a shame. But these are extras. It is what it is. At any rate, there's plenty of extras, add-ons down here. Remember, the land shark you have to pick up on its own. The rest will be included in other pledges, and you're just getting more of here. I don't know what the theme is for bugs and insects and things, but the creepy crawlies are dominating this. We got centipedes, we got ants from Bone 6, we got giant ticks, we got spiders and scorpions from Bone 6. I don't know if these scopes will be altered. I imagine not, but we will see. And if I had to hazard a guess, the ants will probably be cast in the same red material because that's what they're getting cast in for Bone 6. And then there's even more bugs down here with the fire beetles, the new addition. As far as I can tell, the fire beetles, ants, spiders, scorpions, ticks, these centipedes, they all are the same sculpt. So it's a bunch of duplicates, but the thing about having duplicate miniatures is you can practice your painting on one and not worry about, like, oh, that's my only version of the model. What if I mess up? Don't worry about it. You got multiples. As for the rest, standard fare, get another one of these beholder things. These cultists with these two unique miniatures, it seems. Oozes, we've taken a look at before with their clear, large models with little meals inside, little skeleton piles, an extra dragon, and this Hellhound pack, which I think might be the best deal out of this lot because even though there are only two sculpts, these are on the larger size, not large, but the larger size of a sort of wolf-like monster. And yeah, you're getting 6 of them for $10. That's a pretty good deal if you're looking at retail pricings. But remember, Kickstarter, not a store. This is an investment. Invest responsibly, pledge responsibly. Please do not go beyond your means. I am not sponsored by Reaper Miniatures, by the way. I am also pledging for this campaign, so I'm a backer just like you. Just happen to be talking about it on YouTube. So that is the latest update for this. I will probably do a sort of retrospective recap once things have settled with this campaign. But in the meantime, I've been Grotto Goblin, you've been you, and thank you so much for watching. If you want to support the channel, liking, subscribing, commenting goes a long way. You can obviously check me out on some of the links below. Follow me on Twitter. I do have a coffee or Ko-fi. it should be linked below as well. You don't have to support that at all. And honestly, when it comes to this kind of stuff, I do not blame you if you have a certain amount laying around to just go pledge into this, because, that is the topic of the day. Oh, some more people just added some money. Yes. So hurry up and pledge in if you are wanting to. All right. That's all for me today. Take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.